and welcome to this tutorial. This is going to be a super basic overview of 3ds Max 2014. We're basically just going to learn how to navigate around, create an object, and then move that object and scale it and things like that. So starting out, if you're familiar with 3D modeling programs, you'll probably have an easy time navigating around your viewport. But if you're new, you need to know how to pan and rotate. And so in order to pan, you just need to press down your middle mouse button, which is just clicking on your scroll wheel, and just moving left and right, and that'll pan you around. And then to rotate, you just hold Alt and do the same thing, middle mouse button, and then you can just move around like that. Okay, now that you know that, you're going to want to know how to create a simple object. So there are two places to create. You have the Create tab over here. The default is set to standard primitives, which are just shapes like box, cylinder, sphere, things like that. You can also go to the Create tab over here, and you can see standard primitives from there as well. You have your box, sphere, things like that. So let's start from over here with the sphere. You can just click anywhere on your grid plane and drag, and that will determine the size of your sphere. Okay, so now that you have it here, let's say you want to just move it up so it's sitting on the plane, like the plane is the ground or something. So W is the shortcut to the Move tool. This will give you arrows for X, Y, and Z. Sliding the Z up, you can get it just right there, simple like that. And then, of course, you have your X and Y and things like that. So once you do that, you can press E and rotate. So rotate, once again, X, Y, Z. And then you also have this kind of gray circle on the outline here, and that just rotates based off of your perspective. So just from whichever view you have, it's rotating, kind of like turns it into 2 dimensions. So once you have done that, you can press R, and that'll show you the scale feature. So you can just make things bigger, smaller. And it's very simple like that. One more thing with viewports is, let's say you want to expand to more views. The very bottom far right little icon, which is like a square with this little arrow in it, will bring you up to the quad view, which is the 4 views. You've got your top, front, left, standard modeling views. So one thing worth noting about this is that these are orthographic views, and your perspective view is, of course, a perspective view. So let's say you start rotating around in one of these, you're going to change the angle, but things are going to be strange, and you're going to have what's called an orthographic view, which, there's no perspective. All the lines will just remain flat. It'll be kind of this flat kind of telephoto look. And then if you want to change that, you can change to perspective like this. And yeah, I think that's about all we're going to cover in the first tutorial. Thank you for watching.